where you live. I'm here with Rob Tice, owner of Take Me Home Inspection Services,
That's
right?
Yep.
And we're going to talk with Rob a little bit today about why we need a home inspection, but also why we need a home inspection, especially in this market, and kind of I can talk about what's happening and what I'm seeing. And we'll talk about we'll talk about the components of what home inspectors inspect and why those are important things to inspect. And then we'll just talk about whatever else comes up.
Sounds great.
Sound good? So Rob, tell us a little bit about your story and how you became a home inspector, or what got you to this point.
So I'm a lifelong resident of Cecil County. Grew up here my entire life. Met my wife in high school, got married, and we live in Cecil County today. I am a recent retiree from law enforcement, and just looking for something else in the next chapter of my life. And home inspections just kind of, I've always had an interest in, doing things around the house and things like that. So here we are.
Oh, good. So you're handy around the house?
Yes.
Okay,
Try to be
that's
handy.
nice. That's always an asset. So let's get right into it, and let's talk about why is it important to have a home inspection. We'll start there.
Right. So a home inspector or buying a house that's probably one of the biggest investments you'll make. So you want to make sure that all the components are where they should be. A 20-year home should have a 20-year roof. It shouldn't be degraded and need in bad shape. So you just want to check all the components, the heating system, electrical, and we're just looking for issues that could that you'd have to fix sooner than you should.
Okay. And this market is crazy.
Yes,
We can
it
agree
is.
on that, right?
Yes.
We are seeing more contracts waiving home inspections. I personally wouldn't buy a home without getting an inspection. I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't have the stomach for having a major defect in a property after, I don't know, paying $400,000 plus for it. So with home inspections, I would say, even though we're seeing that, you can still get one for informational purposes. That's what I would do. I would probably waive the repair part of it.
Sure.
But for informational purposes, I would definitely want to know what I'm buying when it comes to a home.
Absolutely. And we're definitely seeing people that are getting home inspections, but also getting home inspections with the only contention is to maybe withdraw the contract if they find something so egregious that they no longer wish to buy the house.
Yeah. What are the three major, I'm sure there's more, but what are the three major things that I need to look for if I'm buying a home and when it comes to the system structure?
Sure. So probably the three most important components are the roof. You want to make sure that the shingles are intact where they should be, because that's an expensive repair. A good asphalt shingle roof should last 20, 30 years. Mm-hmm. And depending on how many times you've been on the roof, putting up Christmas lights, that can degrade the roof, and storms and stuff. So we definitely want to know how much more you can expect that roof to not leak and things like that. Second is probably the heating and cooling system. I've inspected a lot of homes recently that they were built 30 years ago, so it's probably time to look into replacing those. They're not a problem yet, but within the next year, 2 or 3, you want to know, hey, I'm going to have to probably invest $10,000 to $15,000 to put a new system in. And then, last is probably electrical. We check the electric panel to make sure things, there's a lot of DIY flippers going on right now, and they're cutting corners and doing things. So the electrical is most about safety. We want to make sure everything is safe and getting the correct current and using the appropriate breakers and things like that.
Okay. Did you guys have any questions you want to?
I was just surprised at being a first-time home buyer last year that all that the inspection covered, it was really detailed, and that was really important, but I didn't even think they would be as detailed as they were.
Yeah, that's for sure. So let's talk a little bit about when in the process the home inspection happens, because a lot of people come to us and they just don't know the order. They don't know how it works or the order of things. If they know they want to work directly with you, it would be best if they told their agent, right?
Sure.
Because from my experience, the agent tends to make the suggestion of the home inspector.
Absolutely.
So if you know you want to work with Rob directly, then just mention that to your real estate agent. And then as far as where it happens in the process, from my viewpoint, is after you go under contract, home inspections happen relatively fast.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Usually I get calls that, hey, we just went under contract and we have a window of 3 to 7, 10, maybe as long as 14, but usually it's between 3 to 10 days to get the inspection completed and all reports in.
Is there anything else you want to say about your business?
Sure. So not only do we offer a great home inspection, I also offer radon inspections, which I'm very. I think that's an excellent inspection to get because it's a odorless gas that comes, especially if you have a basement, a finished basement. You want to make sure that there's not a high level of radon gas because it can cause health issues. So, okay. And then we also offer well and septic and termite inspections.
And why do I need a well and septic inspection?
So again, if you're buying a house and it's 5 or 10 years old, that well, it's probably fine. But it's always good to have a check, make sure you don't have any cracked baffles or if anything, make sure it needs to be pumped. You know what I mean? That's supposed to happen every 3 to 5 years. But if it's an older home, you want to make sure that drain field is moving the effluent, which is what comes from your laundry room and your bathroom and bathtubs and stuff like that. You want to make sure it's moving it out safely and cleanly into your drainage field.
These are important things. We can't undervalue the importance of all of these things when buying a home.
Absolutely.
And then lastly, what are you looking for as far as pest inspections?
So termites, it's termite season. As I guess the warm weather's coming, they tell me. But termites, and then when it gets really warm, you'll have your bees, your wood boring bees, and things like that. So we're just looking for their tubes on the outside, and a lot of people have mulch around the outside of the home, and that kind of festers them. But we'll check it out and let you know if we see them.
And why are termites problematic? What ultimately can happen?
So they can destroy the wood around the foundation. Over time they can really degrade and soften. And we just had one a couple weeks ago where they got into the garage and you could take your finger and push right through the drywall to the siding. It was just who knows how long they were there, but they had destroyed the innards of the garage.
So this is important stuff. Your home is your biggest financial investment, and it needs to be a good one. So it's important to give it some thought, especially in this crazy market. You don't want to do anything that you're going to regret. So at least be informed at the very least, I think. Right?
Yeah, especially with all the people that are paying over asking price. You love the home and you pay over asking, and the next 2 or 3 years down the road, it needs a heating system or a roof. I mean, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. So we like to make sure our clients are informed clients. So lastly, our biggest mission of doing our Love Where You Live videos is to spotlight small business. So thank you for being with us. Mm-hmm. And we just want to know what are a few of your favorite businesses in the county.
Sure. So I live in I guess it's the western side, the Port Deposit, Perryville side of Cecil County. So Subworks Pizza in Perryville is fantastic.
Okay.
And it's right on the corner of Route 40, and I think it's 275 or something, but it's right there in Perryville.
Okay.
Great pizza. It's Pizza Fridays every night at our house there. So,
nice.
And then Stephen Simmons State Farm in Elkton.
Okay.
Nothing like the big agent feel or the big business feel with the small local business treatment. So they do well there.
Nice. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. And Rising Grind and Rising Sun.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I tell you what, that place is, man. Their Asiago cheese bagel with the bacon cheddar. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
I hate to play favorites, but I can't avoid it on that one. That's definitely my favorite coffee shop that I've ever been to ever in my life.
Yeah, it's good.
So for sure, that's a good one. So we are going to do a giveaway this week. It's going to be a Visa gift card. So if you would like, share, and comment on this video, you will have a chance to win. And then lastly, Rob is going to pick our winner from last week. And it is a gift card and a pair of cool sunglasses. And they really are cool, by the way. I tried them on. To Aspen Lee Boutique. So, Rob, without further ado, please pick a good winner. All right, here it is.
Christy Rose Miller.
Christy, you won the Aspen Lee
Congratulations.
Boutique gift card and a cool pair of sunglasses. So we'll make sure we get that to you this week. And thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you.